All right, so I don't know if anyone is here or not. I'm still gonna start. Yeah, so by the way, this is part two of the artwork review stream, and I was a bit confused how to review all these artworks. Like, I have still these many left. So, what I decided is to I'll just review them randomly. I think I can review four more. So I'll pick random out of them. And for that, I have a randomizer. So I'm gonna, how many are these? 14? 15. So I'm gonna pick random from here, whatever it generates. Not this one. Whatever it generates, I'm gonna pick that number. And I think I can cover four more drawings today. Yep, let's go. So the first one, I should just generate it here, is 5. We'll start with fifth one then. It's here. All right. It has a date on it, 1924. I'm a bit too sweaty. Just a minute. Hey Pratik. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. All right. Hmm. There are a couple of things. There are a couple of things that can be done here to make it look a lot better. First of all, I'm just trying to understand what's happening here. So there are, I should just import it here. Can I not? No, I can't. That's weird. You just ate 2 cups of ice creams. God damn it. How do you eat so much? I start to get my teeth start to ache if I eat too sugary. So I have to keep it um, in moderation. Yogesh, you can't send your work anymore because the submissions are closed. Maybe for the next one, when I'll announce the next review stream, that time it will be available on my story, Instagram story. I wanted to post it on Twitter and YouTube community as well. I forgot actually last time. So next time whenever I'll announce it, I'll announce it at all the three platforms. Yeah, so getting back to this one. I don't know what's happening here. Like these skulls, and again, I'm not sure what's going on in here as well. I kind of feel like it's crowd watching somebody died. It seems like that. I think this is all blood. And then this is that person's soul taken by Satan. That's what I can make out of it. Again, maybe totally different. But yeah. So my first and foremost advice would be to learn anatomy drawings and learn perspectives. Those two things will help you a lot. Because here the anatomy is all off. If I just have to start, then even if it is a bit high up here. Now this draw. And so here goes the shoulder from here. Um, these intersecting lines are really important as well. So these lines will define what comes forward and what comes back. So if you draw something like this, then that means that the bicep is behind the shoulder here, which is not true, because if you look at the shape, let's say this is one single cylinder, then this is how the arm should shape like. So you can see these curved lines, they kind of denote the direction of the cylinder or of the shape, and based on that the shoulder would come in the back because this stays forward. The this part, the bicep, when you look at it from the camera, this comes in front of the shoulder, so it will be like this. So that's why these intersecting lines, they are kind of important. So if you just get them right, half of your drawing immediately start to look better. For the hands, I feel like the perspective is uh, changed a bit too much. Like this is way too big, this is way too small compared to the other two hands that we have, which is this one and this one. So their perspectives doesn't change that much, but these changed a lot. So this has to be smaller, maybe this much, and this has to be a bit bigger, maybe this much. So then it kind of fits well. Here, uh, again, whenever you draw arms or any of the limbs, try to make these geometrical cylinders first to get the sense of the direction, and then you can kind of get them a bit better. Yeah, something like this. Going further down, this also I feel like the perspective is a bit too strong here. Um, actually, it's not following one single axis, so it should be like this, like straight up vertical based on the figure. But it goes like this. Alright, so based on that, these legs, this the torso should go a bit forward, and the legs can go somewhere around here based on that perspective. So yeah, learning perspective, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point perspectives, they will help you deciding all these things. And in general, do a lot of anatomy drawings. So the more you draw, the more you come to know how particular shape should look like from a particular angle. It becomes easier to just, kind of figure that out on your own instead of having to rely on some sort of perspectives. Yo, Kunal, what's up? So yeah, whenever you create these anatomical shapes, try to break them in multiple smaller volumes. Of course, first you need to make one single structure that defines the flow of the entire drawing, like this. So you need to make really quick drawing, like gesture drawing, so it's you can get that sort of energy in your drawing, and later on try to break it in multiple shapes, smaller shapes, and start to get these details right. Even after further than this, you wanna start focus on individual parts now. So let's say the neck, how would neck look like, and start to add details bits uh, piece by piece. So slowly you can get rid of all these rough lines, and you can start to fill in those details. This is like a skull dude. Yeah, I didn't notice. Also, in these kind of concepts where you have more of an horror or eerie theme going on, you can take some liberties from anatomy and try to go out of the proportions. That also adds to this weirdness of the scene. Now, since I am trying to follow like these proportional anatomical proportions, some of that eerie feel will get lost in that process. When things are really weird, let's say the shapes are all kind of messy and you have never seen those kind of shapes, they look a bit off, right? Compared to when you draw something anatomical correct, it kind of look normal. So yeah, that's also a thing that you might want to look into while making these kind of artworks. You have kind of captured that kind of thing here. You know, like the face, the smile, the nose. It kind of goes that way. But at some places like this chest and biceps, this is where the anatomy completely is completely broken. So that area definitely need correction. Do I refer anime when it comes to my animation ideas? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I exactly don't know what to refer, to be honest. So it's almost like if I see something and that grabs my attention, I write that down idea somewhere, or I keep a link of that clip for the later. But it's difficult to find something related to the idea. For example, I'm making a fight scene. It's difficult for me to find the exact kind of references for those fight scenes. So I just go with the flow, hoping that it would work. Later on, if I find something that's really well done, so I take that. I learn from that. I'm like, okay, previously I did, and my drawings were not so good. So maybe this will help. Hey Vishal, I'm doing good. Hmm. The music is a bit too loud for me. This much is fine. All right, so next drawing. Moving on to next drawing. 11. My speed is better today. I think I can cover more drawings. Now I don't know whether it should be upside down. I'm not sure. It makes sense for it to be upside down because it's astronaut, I believe. But still, I would need to look at it like this just to get some idea how everything is going on. So it's coming out well. This application I'm drawing on, this is called Clip Studio Paint. So it's this artwork is good. I would suggest I'm thinking there is a human below this inside this suit, because if it's a robot or a humanoid, then many of my feedback will not fall in place. Like this wide gap between the legs. If it's a human, then that won't be possible. So these legs have to come closer for it to be anatomically correct. Also, this shoulder can go a bit back. And the hands, they need not to twist this much. This can be it can be like slightly rotated clockwise, and this can go slightly, this is clockwise too, yeah. Both can rotate a bit. So this one faces this side and this one faces this side. Now they are facing like exact opposite side, which is kind of, unnatural position. It looks like he's getting cramps from his body. So let's talk about the pose first. So what I feel like is you can try to make pose a bit more interesting. Let's say astronaut, what's spelling? ASTROUNAUT STRONAUT. Yeah, that's correct. So you can try to look at some more interesting poses. Yeah, I think I just found something that might help. Now I will be drawing it upside down, and I'll keep checking whether it looks fine this way as well. Because drawing the entire pose in reverse, it's difficult task. At least I don't think I can do it very well. So Vishal, I think what you're trying to say is you need help from me in making some work for you, or helping your team. Unfortunately, I can't do that because I'm just too tied up in my own schedule. it's getting really difficult to manage everything here. So yeah, I'm sorry to say, but I don't think that would be possible. Hi, Varun. Thanks a lot, Varun. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Right, so this now, the shapes that we have here. So I changed the pose a bit so that it kind of looks like he's more enclosed, right? He's more his hands toward his own body. His legs are closer to his body, so it's easier for him to kind of balance himself in that space. If he's like further apart, I kind of feel like I mean that makes sense too, but that pose just doesn't. I don't know, something's not working for me in that pose. So I like this kind of pose better. I think I can open up these hands, but again, it looks a bit too generic then if I open up the hands. It looks a bit too flat actually, not generic. That's one. Now for the like these for these parts, the helmet and everything, you can try to reimagine it and try to make those shapes even more cohesive. So as of now, this shape and this shape, they kind of don't go well together. And we have this one stripe here, but there's no stripe over here. Also, we have this some sort of a vent, but how's this vent behaving? Like the shape of the vent, we can definitely make it better. Also, this part, what is this? What's the role? And what's that in the back? So there's a lot of questions that are just unanswered. So while making this, we can just put a bit of a thought behind it, like what does what. You don't have to be really specific, just a bit of a thought, and things will start to look like they can happen in real life. They'll look more organic or more believable. So if this is a human, then this visor makes sense. But if this is a robot, then the visor doesn't make sense because they can just have a camera in the front and that's the end of it. So let's say we consider this as a human. So this visor is important. We can increase the 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 area of the vision by increasing the size of the visor. So that way they can see more. Otherwise, if we just lock it here, they might find it difficult to see. They're just limited to this area of visibility. Right, so if they have to look immediately down, it's difficult. So maybe just increase the size of the visor here. And here you have something, let's say this is kind of a, I see this in astronaut helmets as well here. So I exactly don't know what is this. Let's say this is some sort of device. So here we'll try to follow the geometrical shape of it. Which is like this, and to make it a bit more interesting, the shape comes forward a bit more. So it's not just one single flat box. It has its own highs and lows. Then we can have this. Now, since this is on the helmet, the inside part could be like this, and then we can have this visor. Sorry, the vent. Then it kind of just gently sits here on the top of the helmet. Something like this. Not needed to be on the other side. Then it will start to look like cat ears, which we may want to avoid. So just keeping it at one single side is enough. This also adds to the asymmetry of the design, which is also important. I still don't know why I'm making these 3 stripes here. I'm hoping to come up with some sort of clever explanation for this. Maybe they're just extra cushion on top of the helmet to protect you from accidental fall damage. Something. If it looks cool, you can then always make some sense out of it. If it doesn't, then we can just leave it. Yeah, these flat stripes is not working for me. So I think I need to find something else. Something else. Yeah, maybe one single instead. What if I just have this? Something like that, which has kind of a camera and, something like this going on in here. What's exactly is this? Nobody knows. We need not to explain every single thing. But things should be in such a way that if you look at them, they kind of look practical. Yeah, so something like this. Asking Arindam to help you. I don't know about that. I don't think he either will have leverage of time. it was already a bit too difficult to get our animation finished with the workload that he was in. I'm sure he has a lot of things in his own plate as well. He mentioned it multiple times during our collab that he has a lot of pressure of his university assignments. So I don't know. You might try to reach him though. So this, I think, I don't know what is this, maybe shoulder guard or something. Making it both sides because it just looks cool beside the helmet. I like these details. They look really good. They kind of make sense as well. There can be few things here, but overall it just goes well. Compared to this part, the one at the center, the helmet looks a bit empty. Like here also, there are a lot of things happening, but the helmet looks empty compared to that. Also, this here, instead of just showing the time, you can do in some more complicated stuff like have these few lines and then there's a box here, then it shows a few readings here. Then there can be one or two symbols here, can be some sort of graph. So that shows that okay, there are multiple kind of readings or something going on that you don't know immediately. You look at like what those readings are about, but it kind of feels like yeah, there's something, some science stuff going on that maybe we are not capable of understanding. Overall, it's a well done design actually. It's a really good one. What I made doesn't look so unique as of now. It looks okay. This is because I don't have a lot of research, or I may have to do one or two tries to actually get this right. But yeah, this one looks good. The previous artwork took idea from a tribal culture where they all nail a person on a big wooden panel and drain their blood till the person is dead, after which the blood is offered to gods. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this one, yeah. That's the idea I got after looking at it. It's something going on in here. I didn't understand the bottom part because it looks like skulls on fire. But this one I understood that this is somebody's dying and their soul just came out of their body. It kind of looks like that. White color symbolizes soul, so I got that feel here. I love you, crack editor too. I love you too. Okay, so the next artwork. Where is the randomizer? 9. It's 9 then. Hmm. Okay, this one. I remember seeing this. Yeah. I don't think I am eligible to give feedback on this one. Okay, even though if I am, it's a really well done piece of art. I think it's made on paper. Yeah, it's made on paper. It's really well done actually. The colors are nice. The characters are popping. There is my only feedback I think would be there might be too much happening on the screen, but again, it depends on the kind of panel that is going on. If it's something which is really important that's going on in the manga, then yes, these kind of panels are necessary to show the urgency or the urgent situation. Yeah, I think this is perfect. Pretty well done. Good job, eh? Good job. Moving on. 11. Did we just finish 11? I think we just finished 11. Yeah, we finished 11. 2. Number 2. All right. Golden Boy. Is this already a character, or I don't know if it's your own creation, or is it someone, is it a known character first and you recreated it? Mm-hmm. Okay, there are quite a things that can be corrected here. One of my feedback would be to pay attention to the quality of your lines. So if you look carefully, the lines over here, these ones, they are kind of sharp and they look much more cleaner compared to these ones. Look at them, they are a bit blurry than these ones. That's one of my suggestion. I don't know, maybe because you use transform tool or something, that may have led to this. But the crispiness of the line should be even to make your artwork look cohesive. Like these lines at the center, they're crystal clear, but as you start to go outside, they are a bit blurry. This is blurry. This is blurry. This is sharp. This is sharp. Right. So maybe you used. I don't know. Maybe you're using transform tool, or maybe you're moving your artwork a lot. So be careful of that. Another of my feedback is, and I'm giving this feedback because this is a final piece. So this is like you try to clean it up to make it look like a final piece of art. So based on the final, how the final piece should look like, these mistakes should be avoided. Also, the lines, you have the line, but the color is bleeding out of the line. So it would be better if the color stays within its boundary. Color needs to know its place. So that's another. I've seen it happening at multiple places, like here as well. There is yellow, so this is all yellow, and this is all shading, but in between this is nothing. There is a line with a low opacity on it, so the color couldn't go either side. So nothing is filled here, so it just looks kind of empty, and it's not noticeable from this far away. But if you look at it from this much zoom in ratio, then you see all of them clearly. Same goes here, like this is too sharp, this is too clear, but on the other shin, it's kind of blurry, right? And something about these hair highlights. So the detail on the hair is fine, but when you start adding the highlights, instead of just making this, try to blend them along with the hair. Also, there's just too much of hair strand. There's a bit too much actually. So what can you do instead? Hmm. Yeah, so try to simplify them. Don't have too many details on them. Instead, the try to focus on the flow, of course, of the hair and the overall, what can I say? Just look at the highlight and the shadows of the hair instead of paying attention to every single strand. And there's nothing wrong with going that much in detail. It's just that there'll be too much information on the screen for people to actually comprehend what's going on. Right? Whenever you make your artwork or do anything, always ask yourself, is there too much of information here? The answer comes yes, or maybe, or something that, let's say the answer comes, yeah, but I want that many details, then it's fine. But if the answer comes, yeah, maybe this is a bit too much of detail, right? I never intended to add these many details, then reduce them. Too much of information can also ruin your artwork. It's it's not always good that the more information you provide, the better. It's not always the case. You'll have to find a balance, what looks good and what not. And sometimes when you reduce the details, it it's easy to look at stuff then. So here you are paying more attention to the shape language or the shapes rather than just trying to mindlessly put as much detail as you can. Yeah, so this is what I would prefer. This doesn't go. Yeah, personally, I would prefer this, like the low detail and just focus on the highlight and the shadow. And even if we have certain chunks of highlight shadows, they are kind of covering the bigger volumes rather than these small strands. Then furthermore, let's talk more about anatomy. Anatomy, yeah. New raster layer, new layer, paper. Dude has like really strong jaw, which is good since he's a superhero. Now these eyes are my preference. You might totally avoid these kind of eyes. I just like drawing these kind of eyes. As of now, whatever I'm doing is just a personal touch or taste to it. Um, I'm not saying anatomy wise this is what you should do. I'm just trying to see what I can do here if I was given the same task. So the feedback that I already gave you about the lines. That's it, and about the hair. Here I'm just trying to see. Kinda looks like Bruce Lee. What the hell? What the hell did I just do? I did something and dude's looking like Bruce Lee now. But yeah, we'll roll with it. Bruce Lee it is then. What the hell? It's 10:50. What? 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 Where did the time go? What the fuck? Come on. I thought I just spent half an hour so far. I just had like third review so far. Come on. This time needs to slow down. And I was just about to enjoy. It's just about having fun in this stream. Maybe I need longer streams of 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. Come on, mine. Come on. He looks so much like Bruce Lee. What the hell is going on? Now he looks even more like Bruce Lee. These kind of shapes, right? They're just facing directly the camera. Try to avoid them. Try to make a direction of the arm. Let's say this is the direction of the arm, so the forearm goes here somewhere. So put this here. Have a bit of asymmetry going on in your drawing. They'll help you. Wait, this goes down. No, this goes up. And this goes down. I think I'm right. This should be up, this should be down. I may be wrong though. Not 100% sure. But having these kind of asymmetries will make it look a bit more interesting. Also the bicep, like it's straight up facing the camera. Move it here somewhere. I mean, that's how it should be. I think that's how it should be. I think, again, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm messing it up now. Hand is fine. Hand is looking already nice. It's just a few things like just a few placements of fingers and a few line placement, nothing special. Otherwise it kind of just works. And instead of making these parallel lines, try to merge them here, like they kind of come together at the center here, and they're further apart from the knuckles. So that creates a bit more believable hand. But yeah, overall, pretty good. Good job. Ah, shit. I made him Bruce Lee. Unfortunately, I took your character and made a Bruce Lee out of it. I have to say, your character had a personality. Mine is just rip off. Yo, hello. I'm afraid you are a bit too late because I think the stream is about to end. Let me see the last number. If I can do something really quick. 14. 14. Where is 14? 14. Oh, this one. The colored pencil, eh? Hmm. Which book is this? Can I not rotate the image? I can't. Financial analysis, financial. What the hell? What you studying, man? Analysis of financial statements. Damn. That looks complicated just by the name. I don't think I can read it. But yeah, about the drawing though. It's really well done. I have such a decent control over colored pencils. I wish I could draw like this. Dang. Dang. Sick, bro. Sick. Only thing I feel missing is maybe these details at the neck here. Here, somewhere over here. I feel like it went a bit too flat. Maybe even if there's a curve, let's say there's not a lot of like, these muscles that are, let's say these, I don't know, protrusions that you can see. Let's say if it's not because of the fat accumulation, you'll still kind of see a bit more shading here. Also, there's this here at the end, the clavicle bone. So maybe you can add a bit more details here. And I'm saying that because the face is really expressive and detailed. Also, the shirt and everything, they kind of follow the same detail level. But here on the neck, it kind of just went a bit too flat. That's my only observation, and I would say that's my only feedback. Other than that, it's a wonderful piece of artwork. God bless you. God bless you. You're going places for sure. How much stream is left? Or sorry, how much stream did I miss? You missed the entire stream. I'm about to close it now. It's a sleep time. It's nini time. I have to go to gym tomorrow morning. I have been missing my gym for last 2 days because of a neck cramp. So tomorrow I cannot miss. But yeah, that's all of them. And this is the last part of the review stream. Next review stream, it's gonna be animation related, and I think I'm gonna do it next Wednesday and Thursday, same like this week. I'll post about it on Tuesday about the posting. So yeah, thanks a lot for all your submission, and I hope you learned something. I learned a lot from your drawing. So thanks a lot, guys. I see you again on Saturday.